Cheers and happy weekend. And today we are doing our reading for the week of April 10th to April 16th. Check out my new cut. I swear, I don't know what it is, but I mostly had short hair in my 20s and 30s, and I feel my most beautiful and most elegant when my hair's this short rather than when it's long, right? So if you've ever been thinking about shopping it all off, and I did that, girl, do it because it is freeing. We are now left with our natural, just gray hair, and maybe I'll let it grow. Maybe I won't. So today we are seeing this week as a let's learn how to talk. We are seeing this week as a laid-back week filled with a bounty of gentle, positive vibes. You'll be ready to jump into the thick of things with enthusiasm and confidence at the start of the week. Tuesday's powerful trine between Venus and Pluto makes it an excellent day for networking and forging new contracts. Venus enters Gemini on the same day, ushering in a auspicious period for written and verbal communications until May 7th. You may need to come up with sudden solutions to deal with unforeseen changes on Wednesday, so stay flexible. If you try to tackle everything by yourself on Thursday, you may feel crushed under the burden. It would be much better to deal with things as a team, so don't be afraid to ask for help. Friday is a lazy day when everyone will be waiting for the end of the work week. Saturday is bursting with fun and good times, while Sunday is better for solitary pursuit or single-person sports such as going to a bicycle ride, going for a walk, climbing, spending time with yourself, doing whatever you want with yourself on Sunday is perfect. So advice to get us through the week: pool your resources with others at work. It will make tasks easier to finish. So if you're somebody who doesn't like to ask for help, this week may be challenging for you because the whole energy is saying, get out of that little hermit cave and learn to ask for help. You are not a burden to anyone. Repeat after me. We are not a burden, right? The top astrological events of the week is going to be on Tuesday. Sun conjunct Jupiter in Aries. Everyone will be bursting with confidence and a zest for life. Take a chance on the road less traveled. So the energy is really, really good. And we've had really good energy lately, which is a very good sign, right? So it's just doing the best that we can with what we have. So today we are using the Modern Love Tarot, and this is by Ethany. So let's take a look at the energy. Now this deck right here, I believe is made for relationships, but there is something about this deck that I'm telling you, even if you're just starting to read, the artwork on this deck is amazing. So let's take a look here. We start out with the energy of judgment. So what are we seeing here? Fairness, all right? This is a week where we need to be fair to ourselves. If it's not resonating, if it's exhausting, maybe it's a week that we could begin cutting the cords, that we can begin setting boundaries. This is a week that you need to also be fair with yourself. So if I know that I'm exhausted and I know that I'm mentally drained, there is no need for me to agree to do all these other things, because you know what, that's going to lead me into depression or into a void. So what I'm going to do is be fair to myself, learn to say no, even if the other person gets mad. Red flag, if you are setting boundaries because you don't feel like doing something and the other person is throwing a tantrum, kids don't count, right? That is a red flag. That is a person saying, well, I need them to do this right now, right? And you need to start learning to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, but you're taking care of everyone else, then who's going to do that when you can't get out of bed, right? So really being fair to yourself, it's not only a necessity, but it is really especially needed for our well-being, right? When we see the Five of Swords, this is not a week to, oh my gosh, waste your energy in arguments. This is not a week to get lost in that filthy energy. Look, if someone's not understanding you, and if you just keep saying your point and they're not getting it, that is a good sign that says back up. You are not here to have to explain your worth to anybody. If you have to explain your worth to anybody, what are you doing? Right? Because there are people there that will see your worth without you saying a word, and they're just happy to be around you. So if there's somebody there taking you for granted and belittling you, you know what you need to do. We need to step into our power. No more of that. Our energy is being exhausted by us trying to communicate with someone that may just don't want to listen. And sadly, in a lot of parts in our life, we will never get closure. We think we get closure, but in life, the older you get, you realize not everything brings closure. Sometimes we need to create that closure ourselves. So do not waste your time and energy with people that fail to see you or fail to listen to you, right? This is a time to gather that power and do something with it, with yourself. What we see with the Six of Cups, this is a time to really take care of yourself. Six of Cups to me speaks of self-care. It speaks of spending time with yourself. It's like this card of beauty. It's like this card that says, really dive into your inner beauty. Really, rather than argue with those people, take that energy and put it towards your self-care. The Ten of Wands says, be very careful with what you agree with. As the Justice card already said, we might be mentally drained. We might be mentally exhausted, emotionally exhausted. So if you start saying yes to everything, it's not going to end good. So this is a week that we want boundaries. This is a week that we need to make sure we're not spending our time and energy arguing and trying to make a point across to people that, like I said, just don't want to listen. They just don't want to listen. And half of those people just want to manipulate you one way or another. And you're not there for that anymore. So let's take a look at the last card, our affirmation. And we have healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. You see why I like to shuffle on camera? This is exactly what we need. So this week we're saying healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. They may not be comfortable to place for us or other people, but we're not here to place other people. We are here to stay as stable and strong as we possibly can. So if you're ready for a reading with me, or if you're ready to get a candle or some oils or whatever it is that you want, to head over to my store, lightwitchtarotshop.com, and get whatever you need. Spoil yourself, self-care. Okay, so I will see you guys next weekend. I love you and blessed be. Bye.